Okay, so hello everyone, and welcome to the webinar, the Multidata webinar, introducing the Multidata project and the functionalities of its video processing pipeline. Multidata is an international European project funded by the EU program Erasmus Plus Actions for Cooperation in Higher Education, and it is coordinated by the University of Murcia. The partners are FAU Erlangen-Nuremberg and Radboud University, and the associated partners are Max Planck Institute for Psycholinguistics in Nijmegen and the Red Hen Lab, which, as many of you know, is an international consortium for research into multimodal communication that unites people from all over the world, from a great variety of disciplines in the humanities and the social sciences and the computational sciences, to create digital resources and new methods for doing research on multimodal communication. So what the project mainly offers is activities and online resources for creating video collections and for creating corpora from those video collections and extracting data from those corpora that can be used for research, teaching, and training. Some of the tools that are offered by our pipeline are speech transcription and alignment, subtitles, and video clipping. Let me see. We also have experience in these groups with semantics and NLP search engine and analysis, although we do not offer those functionalities yet. We are planning some events that will train people for collection management and for using them in higher education. We will also be publishing some didactic proposals that will provide ideas to use multimodal data coming from video analysis in classes in higher education connected to different disciplines, as well as tutorials and documentation, and also video tutorials and written manuals on how to use these tools, how to make the most of this platform. So the most practical thing is, and you also have it in the chat, to just go to the website of the project. If what you want is to have some videos processed and obtain data, you just click on try the multi-data pipeline, and you will be able to start using it right away once you register. I am going to present a little bit of the rest that we have, and then Raúl will demonstrate on the use of the platform. Around this platform, where people can upload videos and have them processed, not only with speech processing related tools, but also with computer vision processing, with automatic key body point detection to obtain multimodal data. Along with those tools, or around this multimodal pipeline, we are building a series of activities and resources, and which are all pointing in the same direction, which is a lot of people around the world would like to do much more with video data in their classes in a great variety of disciplines, from linguistics, communication, and psychology, to disciplines in the humanities who want to treat these data as resources for studying culture, or even more technical disciplines who want to use this data to train AI models or to perform other types of computational analysis. And there are a great variety of tools out there. Many of them are open source and readily available, but not everyone has the capacity to fine-tune them for their own use and to combine them together into an appropriate pipeline that will provide users who are not technically trained the key functionalities with an easy use. And this is where we're trying to help. It is not a big service. It is just a project that is in completing its initial stage now. And as I said, funded by the EU. It is based on the experience of the three groups, mainly the group at Murcia, which is a hybrid of people who work on data science and computation, gesture research, and linguistics with and with great experience in corpus methods, thanks to our work, our collaboration in the Red Hen Lab. FAU Erlangen, which is highly experienced in computational linguistics and multimodal computational linguistics, and who are also graciously providing the services of their high performance computing node, and Radboud University in collaboration with the Max Planck Institute, who are providing key functionalities and their experience as world-leading center on research in multimodal communication, with a great variety of methods. So through this website, we're providing everything that we do. We'll be providing tutorials that will see. Okay, doesn't go guidelines. So we'll be providing tutorials and guidelines in which we will show step by step how to use the tools of the platform and how to make the most of them in class. There will also be, as I said, some publications related to using them for learning purposes and using them in particular classroom settings at the university. We are planning to hold a variety of events. They began with 2 talks by leading personalities from very different angles in the field. Mark Turner, who is here, hello Mark, was kind enough as to give us a talk on, let me see, yes, these ones, on multimodal communication and data-driven AI. We were lucky enough to have Germán Ros from NVIDIA give us a talk on multimodal agents from the more technical and industry point of view. And now that, and these talks are available online through our YouTube channel and can be accessed directly from the website. And we are planning other activities, further webinars, beginning with this one, which now is the official presentation. And then especially from after the summer, we will be having more webinars, both practical and expository, with people who are doing interesting work on multimodal data science. We are holding a summer workshop in Nijmegen, co-located just the day before to the International Society for Gesture Studies conference, which will take place there in the second week of July. The MULTIDATA summer workshop, I believe it's almost already booked up for July the 8th. But if you're interested, get in touch and register, because we are keeping a list just in case there are openings, and also because we can send part of the materials that were used to people who might be interested. we have an FAQ section where we will be adding more and more questions that might be relevant to make the most of our project. And we have a newsletter that you can subscribe to, where we provide information about all our events. Especially, there are going to be further dissemination events at conferences, online and on site, in different parts of Europe, maybe outside Europe, and also, as I said, online. So we will be looking forward to having you all with us. And I think Raúl can also tell us about some kind of, I don't know if we are planning a forum or some kind of system for interactions with users, who of course can also contact us through our email, which either with Irene is going to be so kind as to put on the chat, so that I do not forget. So this is a quick overview of the project, and now I am giving the floors to Raúl so that he can give us a demonstration, a quick demonstration on what people can do if, at a very basic level, at a very general level. I have some videos. I would like to obtain some data from them for whatever use. So we're providing the basic example here, and then we'll be open for more questions, about any more specific situations that people may have. Okay, so Raúl.
Okay, good afternoon, Raúl from the University of Murcia. I will try to make a live demonstration of how you can use the pipeline of multidata. I will try to not give too much technical details, but you are free to add, because I'm not a linguistic, I'm really a computer engineer, so I'm more on the side of the dark side more than on your side. Okay, so if you have any technical question, don't worry, and just write up the hand and tell me. Okay, I have a little presentation, but just to guide me through everything, just as Cristóbal has said. I'm going to share my screen first. Moment, please. Share sound. Optimize. Okay. It is sharing the screen. Okay, and this is the presentation. Okay, as Cristóbal has said, we have two main webs. The homepage is multidata.eu.
Raúl, you're not running the presentation. We just see it. Is it okay like that? You know you're not running.
Yes, it's not okay. It's not a big presentation really. Just
no, but just the way you had it is too small for us to see the.
And now?
Now
it's okay.
Now we can see, yes.
Okay. As Cristóbal said, our homepage, where you can find the videos, the links to our social networks, links to YouTube, guidelines, tutorial. We are written just now. The main or the important link today is this button here. This button here to click on and go to the multidata pipeline. Really, okay. I will try to start from the beginning. So I will show you how to make a registration and start to use and make the first tasks in the pipeline as a really easy way. Okay, so I'm going to stop the presentation and just do it in lead. Okay, so the first thing is just go to the pipeline multidata and click on login. Okay, here you have several some buttons that help you to log in or to sync up on the application. At this moment, you have to fill all these fields. Okay, you have to say what company or university are you from, who have invited you, and after that, a mail is received by our admins, and if your information is more or less it's written by human, really, we will just apply and accept your sync up, and you will be able to log in on the application. Also, in this moment, you will receive an email from the application to confirm your email. Okay, if you don't click on that email, you will not be able to log in on the application. So you have to do two things. First, sync up, and then when you receive the email from the application, just click on the link and approve that you have you belong or that email you have given us belong to you. Okay, at this moment you are able to log in. I'm going to log in with my fake or regular user account. Okay. The idea here is just we want to make the application as easy to use as we can. So what is the idea of the pipeline? You'll have a bunch of videos you want to treat with our pipeline. So okay, so we only have one really place to work here. It's just in this button or in this menu option. You click here, or you click here to go to the same place. Okay, if you click here, you go to the home page, but that's not important now. And you only have one option. It's just upload a zip. Okay, the idea here is next. You will have a folder with several videos. Okay, I here have 5 videos of people saying from beginning to end. Okay.
And the leader sits down and he says, walk me through it from beginning to end. Tell me.
Okay, from beginning to end, from beginning to end.
This was a very different Donald Trump we saw from beginning to end. In his opening statement, he didn't say anything.
The idea here is that we'll go and compress the folder, and we are going to upload that folder to the platform. Okay. The platform in that moment is going to run several tools that will generate different outputs from the videos. Okay. I have here a list of what kind of tools we have implemented yet. Okay. We are planning to add more tools. Maybe next week we will add a media pipe and a kinematic studio tool from MPI. Okay, but not yet in the platform. But to give you an idea, what you can find here is people detection. This tool, what that is, it only process. If you select this option, the pipeline will only process the videos where people is detected in. Okay, so if there is a video where not a person with the head and the shoulders in the video, it will not process it. Okay, we also have open post keypoint detection. Okay, this is a tool that is open source that get the key points of the body in a video. Okay. We also have available DF Maker, that is a tool written here at Murcia to normalize all the key points of the body when you use OpenPose to get the key points. Okay, so you don't have difference between people on the background or in the foreground when in a video. So sometimes you have problem because the size of the people is different, so you need some kind of normalization from the faces
Yes.
of the body. Okay.
Yeah, just a note here, Raul. So what DF Maker is an R package, and what it does is normalize the coordinates, as Raul was very well saying. So that means that different situations with respect to camera or when people turn around, we are going to establish a central point in the body. We establish a stable measure. For instance, we can see that this is -1 and this is 1, right? And then we divide the space and use vectors and equations to keep the proportions to the center of the body, the proportional distance of the centers of the body of all the key points in the body, wherever they are, right? And so this is called normalized coordinates. For some of you are experts on this, surely, and know very well, but for other people, it might be the first time they hear it, right? So because not everybody has a video where they're always facing the camera and moving and under controlled. Yes, Peter? Not sure, Peter. Peter, would you like to add?
Very sorry,
I
by accident was unmuted. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. So the AG tools are available here at the pipeline more. We have a automatic speak analysis tool. Okay, this just use PRAT to extract all the audio values and provide a CSV with all the data frame by frame and giving the intensities, formats, pitch, etc. Okay, so we'll see later on the output of the tools, but I'm just describing them. Also, we have an ELAN transcription tool that create an address using the description from Whisper, that there is the next tool I'm going to talk about. Create an ELAN file that you can have a layer with the transcription really accurate at the words, and this way you can not only see the video but also have the transcription inside ELAN. And the last tool and
ELAN, Raul, we remind, is again, most people of course are very well aware of this, but it's the widely used platform for manual annotation of video data with the software developed by the MPI in psycholinguistics that provides a system of tiers where people can be adding their annotations, but we already, through this process, we add automatically the tiers that Raul mentioned to an ELAN file, and then the user can go on adding annotations in different layers, as many as wanted.
Okay, so how we do this? Once we have the folder with the videos, okay, we create a zip of the folder, and just at the web page, there is only one option here, okay, is upload zip. Okay, you give a name, this webinar. You select what of the tools we have at the pipeline you want to run, okay, through the videos. Okay, in this moment, and choose the zip file. Okay, is beginning and input this one. Okay. When I click on upload zip, okay, it will copy the zip to the cluster and will look over all the videos, executing all the tools that you have marked here, okay? If you want to only, for example, you only want to have the transcription, yes, select only transcription. It will be much faster than running all the tools, okay? It go to the cluster, it run all the tools through the videos. After that, it compress again the outputs and copy to the web. In that moment, the information in the cluster is deleted, okay? We don't store anything about your videos, never, okay? So I click upload.
Adding to this, I think there is already, or there is soon going to be a very clear and enhanced disclaimer explaining everyone that, of course, they are solely responsible for the content of the videos that they upload and for the adequate use of the videos and the data. We do not have the capability to control the content of the videos processed through multidata. It would be impossible. But people do know that they need to comply with their own regulations at their institutions or with the legislation of their countries when using the data and when with the content of the videos. If we detect any inappropriate content, we will act accordingly.
Okay. As you can see here, the status of the task will be changing. It started in queue, then processing, and when it's finished, it will be processed. In that step, in every step of the line, okay, the server will send you emails saying your task is processing now. Your task is processing. You don't have to stay here at this page looking if the task is finished, because for this example, maybe it's only 5 videos about 5-6 seconds, so it's really fast. But if you put maybe 1 hour video, it can spend a lot of time, so you don't have to stay here watching your process or your task is finished. Just wait for the mail from the server, and when you receive the mail, you can come here and download. Okay. Then the next step you want it's finished. You click. I just run the same tip this morning just to have done this afternoon, and you click on download. Okay. I have here just this tip, and I have decompress this morning here, but it's the same. Okay. If you click on delete, okay, all the data of the videos will be erased. We don't. I want to repeat this because it's important for some people. We don't store anything of your videos or results or output or whatever. When you click delete, everything is deleted, and we don't store anything. Okay, that's important because a lot of people have asked us about this feature, and I want to be really clear that we don't save anything about your videos. Okay. When you decompress the zip you have downloaded, you have 2 more folders. One, as you remember, we have clicked on this video people that detect people, and if there is no people on the video, that the video is not processed. Okay, if you don't click this option, all the videos are processed. But if you click this option, only videos with people are processed. Okay, in this case, I have put one video with no people inside. It's this one, only hands.
Cards are all different, all mixed up from beginning to end.
Yeah, beginning to end, but there is not a face and a shoulder people viewing the video. So we don't process this video because we have checked the last option, okay?
So
And for
many
the-
people, sorry, Raul, most people will be I mean, you might be uploading, for instance, videos you have recorded in a lab of human interactions or interviews outside or, you know, there is a great variety of videos that can be uploaded for processing, of course. So the reason for including this tool, which, you know, for some of you might be a little strange, is that for our research, many of us use build corpora with small clips of video in which they are saying things that are relevant to our research, and we need to filter out those who do not have people. And we thought that there might be a lot of people who are running searches or who have video collections and they are looking for gestures or for particular instances or for facial expression, and they might have data from television or any other unsupervised or data not obtained experimentally or under controlled conditions that they might want to upload and automatically detect when there is a person on screen whose behavior can be detected. But if you have other interests, you can simply ignore this tool.
Okay, so in the other 4 videos remaining, okay, the output of the pipeline is this. It puts all the videos in the main folder and leaves, if you have checked the transcription, okay, in the audio section, it will leave here the subtitles of the video, okay? At this moment, what we have uploaded is just the video with no subtitles, okay? And we get now the videos and the subtitles. You click on them.
This was a very different Donald Trump we saw from beginning to end. In his opening statement, he didn't say anything.
Okay, and this is because you have checked the transcription option, okay? It does a lot of both things we saw later, but at the upper level of the folder, you have all the videos and all the subtitles for them, okay? And then for each video, it creates a new folder with the same name as the video, okay? This folder is from this video, this folder is from this video, this folder is from this video, okay? And inside it, you have, for each tool you have checked on the list, you will have an output folder with the data, okay? I will start from what people usually want is the transcription and word alignment. This is the output of the transcription here, is the output of Whisper. And here you can find several files from the TXT file that is just the transcription of what are they saying on the video, and these 1, 2, and 3 files are different versions of the subtitles, are different ways of creating subtitles. Okay, some applications prefer SRT, other applications prefer TSV, other applications prefer BTT. All of them are the same. Okay, if you open one of them, you can see it's just the timestamp of the sentences, and the transcription is these 3. This 1, 2, and 3 are the same. Here we have the MP3 of the audio of the video. We also, to have a better transcription, we normalize the audio on the video, and we leave here the MP3 with the normalized audio. But if you want to use, you have here available. And this file also is where all the data from Whisper is lived. If you want to have a precise transcription and alignment of all the words they are seeing on the video, you can find here. In subtitles, usually you have a sentence and and the timestamp from all the sentence. But here you have the timestamp for all the individual words. Okay, you remember the last word they say was anything, and it start at the second 570. Maybe I can do bigger, and the word anything start at the second 5.7 and end at second 6. Okay, this is the raw data that Whisper output with when you pass an audio to it. Okay. Another thing, you can put audio in not all the languages, but in most of the most used languages: English, Spanish, French, Italian, Dutch. I don't know. There is like 99 languages you can upload videos.
And that is the list from WhisperX, right, Raul? So I would have the question
from Whisper, yes.
Yeah. So can we perhaps on the website of the pipeline provide a link to that list, because some people might find it useful. So is that a promise we can make?
Okay.
Okay, so we'll do that as soon as we can, so that people can click and find the languages on the list.
Okay, the rest of the folders correspond to output of the other tools. Speech analysis is a CSV with all the pitches, intensities, harmonies, formats, the output from Pratt, but ordered frame by frame, not by millisecond, like usually Pratt does. Okay, is extracted from this other project we have here in Murcia. Okay, you can get the code, but you don't want to mess with all the code. Yes, you can use it through the pipeline. Here. For the rest skeleton, this folder is an output from OpenPose when you check on video key point detection. Okay, you have two folders: a skeleton, that is the skeleton of the people in the video. Okay, and you also have the raw files of OpenPose output. It has this. There is a file per frame here in JSON, that where all the key points are explained. Okay, this is, you have to know.
Raul, a couple more notes. The skeleton is what we call what provides the detection of points from the software, and can be useful if people want to double check quickly, and roughly the accuracy, how the computer vision software has performed, whether it is correctly detecting the points, and you can do that visually and quite fast. And Raul is a computer scientist, but many of us are not. So these JSON files, the JSON is the format in the list format in which OpenPose provides the results, which is based on pixels on screen, right? So it will automatically detect these points as pixels on the screen, and as I said, we then manipulate that that information with a system of equations, so that we can normalize the coordinates and keep the proportions between the different points in the body stable throughout a video.
That's basically what the pipeline is doing now. It also have the DF Maker tool. When you check DF Maker here, you obtain also this parquet file, is the coordinated and normalized of what OpenPose return. Okay, it allows you to make things like this, and you have the sizes of the body normalized. That's really important to make to process the data, you need the sizes of the body of all the people in the video or different video to have all the same sizes. So this is important to work with OpenPose. Okay.
It's not that you're going to be directly able to run a graphical representation just like the one you saw. That is created by our data scientist Brian Herreño by programming in R, but you will have the data that will allow you to do so, because you will have a data frame in which you have the information of the word being said and where all the points in the body are at that time. And then you can use it for a variety of purposes, statistical or representational or many other purposes. Okay, Raul.
Sorry, can I add something? I mean, just we're using Parquet in the output because it's like it's more compressed. But also there is an option, and maybe we can add it to just the CSV that is more similar to the Excel output, and then you can see in any editor and use it as you want. Just that thing.
Okay, so we'll try to provide the different formats for the output, CSV and Parquet. Okay, Raul.
Okay, so just to do it briefly, you have the videos, you create the saved file, you upload selecting what tool you want, and you have in return a zip file that you can extract and have the processed and not processed file, and with these outputs depending on what tools you select. Okay, that's usually what they wanted to explain. I think it's more or less clear. If anyone have any question, I can clarify anything.
Good. So very quickly, and then we open for questions. So now what some people might be simply discovering the possibilities, others maybe find this useful for things they were already doing. So why use tools like this? Well, by having these tools, you can now or we can showcase very briefly how we use them in research. So we use them to systematically study relations, for instance, between, as you can see here, prosody in the blue line, the different colors for the words being said, and the position of the height of the wrist, for instance, is what we used in this graph, because we wanted to see the relationship between the semantics, the prosody fluctuation, the intonation, the pitch, and whether that is correlated with any differences in height of the wrists. For instance, you can study this systematically and do a variety of statistical analysis. Here we have also identified relations using neural network. These are all preliminary data showing us that there are differences in movement connected to the semantics, or we have established different areas of occupation of space, as I say, in preliminary data yet unpublished, for different words of the same semantic field, like for time, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, different areas of action for the right and the left wrist. These are just examples. There will also be, in the Nijmegen webinar, there is going to be a section dedicated to showcasing research, and a section dedicated to also providing some ideas for how to create activities at the university, in the university classroom for this. And we are planning a webinar like this where that will be devoted entirely to possibilities for teaching or for learning with this, or for training with the various tools that we use. We also plan, we're gradually getting there, because as I said, the project is a lot of work, and we're not even halfway through it. But we also plan to link through our website. We also plan to link to research that the different groups participating in Multidata do, so that you can have access to the publications using methods connected to these tools. And some of the groups are also doing evaluation of some of the tools we use. Like, for instance, here's a graph showing the differences in accuracy between WhisperX and Subtitles. So we are going to highlight publications that assess the tools that we're using, because there is not a lot of precise knowledge about how well some of these tools that we use work. So whenever we find something, we develop something, we will also be putting it there, so that you can use it for your own purposes. This is the people doing the real work in the team. Brian Areño, responsible for DF Maker, the normalization of coordinates, and our data scientists. Raul, you already know him. And Irene, who is the force behind everything that happens in terms of dissemination and communication. So